time to kill some space pirates and space zombies. Ooh, and bounty hunters. Dubbelthor and a completely new series, which is SPAZ. No, not Spasm. SPAZ. Space Pirates and Zombies. And wow. Leg drop. Frame drop. Woo. We're going to play it. And we're going to have this setting in total stalls of 150, difficulty on insane, bounty hunter population high, and tick availability low, with the randomized tick progression. I am not going easy on myself, for the enjoyment of you, so you can see me suffer on this game, because oh damn it, I will suffer, and I will cry. And you will laugh. So, let's begin this game with a very soothing voice of a man I think everybody on the internet knows by now. I'm gonna keep quiet and let you guys hear for yourself.
Space is a vast and desolate frontier, covering a seemingly infinite distance. Even the speed of light is dwarfed by the unimaginable scale of our galaxy. It took nearly 250 years to bridge the void between Earth and its closest neighboring star. Mankind had mastered the folding of space-time, but relied on the use of warp gates. Massive drone ships journeyed through deep space for centuries, deploying pairs of warp gates which allowed instantaneous travel between connections. Warp gate travel had not become commonplace until the discovery of a stable element, number 126. This element contained bizarre transmutable properties, allowing it to be reconfigured into different forms of matter. This made it the most valuable and sought-after commodity in the universe. Mankind quickly became completely dependent on element 126, which the first miners named Res. Due to the increasing demand for Res, the Warpgate network became privatized. Anyone with ample funding was able to deploy new and unregistered warp gates. Like a new gold rush, convoys of miners traversed the expanding warp network looking for Res deposits. This drove them closer and closer to the galactic core, where Res deposits became richer and richer. The growing number of isolated colonies became unmanageable. As the unique ecologies of each discovered planet intermixed through trade, potential pandemics became a concern. The United Terran Alliance was formed to control interplanetary contamination. For a time, the UTA was able to maintain control, but they soon crumbled under the weight of rapid expansionism and bureaucracy. Unable to manage their fleets and borders, the military hierarchy collapsed. Without central leadership, the UTA fleets dissolved into a series of isolated subcells that rarely communicated or traveled beyond local space. Each military subcell now struggles to control their systems by whatever laws they see fit to implement. Despite the enforced isolation, rogues continue the gold rush while refugees amass hidden away from the UTA's eye. They survive within the vast junk fields of an abandoned Earth. There they build a massive flagship named the Clockwork. With it they intend to travel to the galactic core in search of a legendary motherlode of Res.
Okay guys, so I hope you knew who the hell Total Biscuit is, because that was him. And we're in the introductory level now, level 1. Okay folks, it's that time again. This'll be our 7th engine test this week. I don't want to go to bed with the radiation burns again tonight, alright? Let's get those puppies fired up good and proper this time. Yes, well, you see, we're lucky the toilets even flush on this brick. I've managed to bootstrap the induction coil to the main core to boost output, but I do not expect it to maintain a viable reaction. Nuclear particle physics and duct tape do not mingle well. Yes? Carl, I have no idea what the... I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Just turn the bloody thing on. And give me a cola. I think the test failed.
Damn, the magnetic stabilizer blew. We have made breaches on Tech 6 through 10. Our escort ships are gone, and we are venting the atmosphere. We have crew casualties.
Oh, crewmen can always be replaced. The ship damage on the other hand? Well, I told you that piece of junk wouldn't hold back an overload. Did you honestly expect any different? Look at what I have to work with here.
The blown stabilizer system will have to be replaced before we even think of trying this again. It's a common part. I'm sure there is another one in the junk field somewhere. Sorry, smoked a cigarette over here. We still have our work in anger, so let's fire up the fabricator system and build a ship to retrieve it.
Damn, that is not good for my throat. As we could see here, warning, critical damage report. All integrity 38%, 38.2%. Jesus guys, we should get this working. Oxygen reserves 14%. Energy output level 21.1%. Advanced command system offline due to circuit damage. Crew casualties 129. Crew injuries 47. Hangar deck damage condition unknown. Damn! We got into some deep shit. Let's see what we can do. Well, this is the smallest ship we have. This is the only ship we have. Let's build it. So this is our first ship. Whee! So let's go and do this mission. Yeah. Nearly everything of importance is marked with the radar, allowing you to see when it's off screen. Radar indicators will be pinned to the edge of the screen, showing you the direction to and orientation of other ships. So this is an enemy, this is an ally, and these are objects we need to get when with the radar, yeah. If you get confused as to what you should be doing, you can see your primary objective in ship's log, F1. Just about every menu you see will have a help indicator. Click the help indicator to find out useful information about what you're looking at. I've already beaten this game once, so I think I know this game enough. So let's go back and get this little doll installed. Well, that should fix the stabilizer, but the overload compromised the structural integrity of the ship more than I initially thought. We can't jump with a breach like this. I've written up an extensive list of the repairs that will have to be satisfied before I'll conduct another test. Meanwhile, I'll be in my quarters. Let me know when you're done cleaning up your failure.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I really do hate that man. We're going to need to replace more than just one ship if we're expected to cork that hole anytime soon.
That's unfortunately easier said than done. The whole damage went to most of our gas supply. We even lost all that damn liquor. We need to restock before we can build more ships. There is a mining station in the system. Elsa, you've worked with the miners before. See if you can convince them to let us harvest in their territory. Well, now I know why Elsa all of a sudden got the worst smoker's voice ever. She worked with the miners. Everyone knows those smokes. Duh. Okay, so we're on Earth. This is the Sol. Solen on Swedish. And, well, the sun. So let's go to the civilians and talk to them. Hiya, boys.
I could take to the mining base. They're all drunk on industrial paint stripper. So it wasn't too hard to convince them to let us harvest some res.
Excuse me, I'm just staying here. So no more funny voice. Or at least this one out I'm going to do.
We'll have to be very careful around here. The mining base is automated and won't think twice before about slicing us in half with that mining beam. Let's siphon what we need and move on.
Your prospecting request has been granted. Please refrain from tampering with the automated mining system. If you happen to be exposed to the vacuum of space, please proceed to the nearest eye wash station and rinse thoroughly. Thank you and have a pleasant day. That should be it should be interesting. That asteroid they're drilling into is even more dense than you, Elsa. There's no way. Wait, I gave this guy the wrong voice now, didn't I? Congratulations, Thor. This is the first episode, and you already did a voice wrong. This should be interesting. That asteroid they are drilling to is even more dense than you, Elsa. There is no way we can crack it. Only a station-class core mining beam can even come close. We'll have to grab this pile of table scraps. I feel like such a transient. So yeah, if you didn't get that, we gotta get some rest now. The resources as they were talking about. And how do we do that? Well, since we can't actually mine this gigantic asteroid here, we'll have to just be happy about it and mine these small stones. And grab these little scrap bits here. Which, well, to be frank about it, we will always need to. We can of course cut up these pieces to so they actually fit our storage as blue or 5, green or 1, yellow 25, red or 50, purple or 100. And I probably said it wrong already. Well, you can see it there. Just pause it if you want to look. Anyway, my mission right now is bring rest to this beacon. That's the way we will get rest to the station. Well, not the station, since we need the rest. And if I went through there right now, I would die. Please pay full attention to the things in the background, because those are actually kind of fun sometimes. But yeah, this actually starting to reach the end of the episode, so we're gonna end with this these 3 lines of dialogue, and maybe go to the area that wants us to go to first. Actually, no, since when I load, yeah.
Now we have enough rest to build the extra ship we're going to need. Plus, I was able to officially kick ass, salvage another anchor. We should be able to support 2 ships now.
That being the good news, here is the bad news. The explosion all but wiped out our construction database and nobody backed up their hard drive. Luckily, I was able to recover the data for a single small fighter ship called the Dart. I recommend we build a couple. Our current ship can't even cut butter, let alone stand up against any UTA ships.
Well, finally some progress. Let's see to it that we collect what we need to build 2 darts. We're not leaving until we have some ships fit for combat.
So, what I'm actually gonna do this quest, and what we're going to do is create 2 fighter planes, spaceships, and one of them, the one I'll control, will have a cannon, while the other one will have 2 beams. There are difference between these. The beams are great against shields. The cannons are great against hull. And after that, we press refit and refit. We'll build.
Well, there we go. Our fleet is slightly less pathetic now. We've got what we need. Let's get the hell out of here.
So, yeah, wanna pick masters and run off, eh? Well, you go right ahead then, Missy, but not without hearing me out first. Y'all help us kick those UTA boys in the Jimmy, and me and my boys will fix up that big old ship you got floating around. What say ya?
I suppose we can't trust these people, providing I don't have any money in your pockets. I'm not sure we're that much of a choice. We're weeks away from repairing the clockwork without their help. We have a small and capable fleet now. Why not put it to some use?
So yeah, as I'm leaving, we... Excuse me? It seems I misjudged. Oh. It's a mining laser. Duh! Anyway. This was SPAZ, and as I'm going back to home base, have a good one. See ya.